200 gone.
Well, it's a very good evening to you and a warm welcome to this week's edition of Breeding to Win with, of course, the inaugural Emperor's Palace Select Yearling Sale right around the corner. It takes place on Saturday, the 18th of April at 6 o'clock in the evening at the Doriel Grand Hotel, of course, at Emperor's Palace. And it's my pleasure to welcome into the studio this evening with me, Adrian Todd, COO of CTS Sales. And Adrian, once again, I know you're a popular face on Breeding to Win. Great to have you back with us.
Oh, thank you, Julie. It's always a pleasure to come back and have a chat with you on the television.
Now, I have to say, I'm quite excited about the sale coming up on Saturday. It's happening at 6 o'clock. It's only a one night only. It's the last chance for buyers to get involved and have a ticket into the $1 million race. Of course, that race being broken up into two $500,000 races.
Yeah, no, very true. It is your last chance to get a yearling that can get into those two races. And as we've announced before, instead of having just the one race for 1 million, we've split it into the two races over the two different distances, 1160 for the sprinters and the classic distance of a mile, $500,000 a race. And if the same person wins both, an extra $1 million for them as a bonus. So we're very excited about that incentive, and we think it just really adds, it's the cherry on top for something else to strive for, to achieve in racing.
Absolutely. You know, that goal is, you kind of always pushing it. And I think for racing as a whole, it's fantastic. This last year, you can see there's a great, or the last couple of months, should I say, because the year's not finished, but your select sales, I mean, the main races going into this $1 million race, the quality of horses have been unbelievable. And there's been an atmosphere, there's been an excitement at the sales that we haven't really noticed before.
Definitely, Julie. I think anything and everything you can do to try to make it more appealing for owners to get involved has got to be a good thing. You know, it's one of our little logos that we always say, it's a lifestyle. And the way we try to present the sales for the owners and for the vendors, giving the vendors the best platform on which to showcase their horses, and for the buyers, the owners, to enjoy themselves, to enjoy that racing lifestyle that goes behind owning a horse. It's not just about watching the race, it's about the whole passion and the lead up to it and how they enjoy that and interact with their friends and associates at the track.
Absolutely, and I think you hit the nail on the head. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sport, but you've got to include that lifestyle in it. And yeah, I think spot on over there. Let's just quickly touch on the catalogue, because it's a small catalogue. We're doing it in a night, 117 lots catalogued. But I do believe there's a supplementary entry.
Yes, there is a supplementary catalogue with an additional 6 horses in it.
Okay.
So for anybody that hasn't received one of the supplementary catalogues, when you get out there to inspect the horses, please stop by the yard office and the supplementaries are available there.
Okay, now I went through this catalogue briefly. I have to say, it's wow, because you don't find such a small catalogue with so many powerful pedigrees behind them. So you guys have actually focused on quality more than quantity with the sale.
Definitely. We definitely focused on quality for this sale. And the vendors have really put together wonderful, wonderful drafts. All the top South African stallions are represented. And interestingly, there's a number of very serious international stallions represented in this catalogue as well.
Well, we're going to be talking to John Koster later in the show. We're going to talk about the draft coming up from Klavervlei. They've got quite a strong draft, if I'm not mistaken, 20 lots coming through from them. Hassan Adams, he's only got a few representing Nadesan Park, but a lot of imports. So that just kind of boosts the whole level of quality of the horses up, the yearlings sold.
Hassan's been a wonderful supporter and a wonderful person to have on board as a vendor. Yes, he does have a very small draft there, but very, very select. And I think the quality of the horses that Hassan has put on this sale is just above and beyond. It's truly wonderful to have those sort of horses on the sale.
And then, of course, we were just chatting about Highlands before we went on air. Also, quality horses, Dynasty, who's the flavour of the season at the moment, one of our champion stallions. He's really bringing in the money for Highlands, for his progeny, because, you know, you think of Legislate, you think of Futura, his progeny are certainly showing. And then, of course, he's got that new stallion.
Yeah, he's doing very well. You know, he's also got some interesting foreign stallions there. He's got a new approach that Mike's put onto this sale. You know, Highlands is another one of these farms that you know when you go to a sale and you see Highlands horses there that it is going to be quality.
Absolutely. Now, Adrian, just touching on the venue, because I'm quite excited to get out to Empress Palace this week to see how they're actually going to, where they're going to put this. Because if anybody knows the D'Oreal Grand Hotel and you think of the garden, there's a beautiful pool, there's a magnificent fountain. Now that's where the sale is taking place.
That's correct. The horses are stabled just next to the gardens, and they'll come into the gardens. And as we speak, they're busy decking over most of that swimming pool, so the people will be sitting on and around the swimming pool. And the gardens create a beautiful natural amphitheatre there, and that's where the sales ring will be. And it's part of what we're trying to do to put the whole thing in an atmosphere that people can enjoy themselves. And I really think this is going to be something special in that atmosphere. It's taken a lot of work. It was a logistical challenge. We've been working very closely with Bob Yearam and his team, and Bob's just been a wonderful person to work with. And I think it's coming together very, very nicely, and it's going to seriously surprise people. It's something that we're trying to take it to the next level, and I believe we've achieved it with this venue.
Well, one thing about Empress Palace, they do everything 100%. You know, they don't have any faults going into any of their functions, and when you look at the way they just present themselves at that D'Oreal Grand, I mean, it's beautiful. So I can just imagine the setting and how grand that's going to be. So for me, I'm going to be out there during the week, not only viewing some of these beautiful yearlings that I know will attract lots of money, but just to feel the setting and how it's actually going to be done, because I find that very, very interesting to bring these yearlings in. And I think it's a change for them as well. So I think it's all going to be extremely exciting. Just when can we start viewing these yearlings from, Adrian?
From tomorrow, from Monday. People are able to come for viewings from Monday, Julie.
So these horses are up here already almost?
Yeah, most of them are already here.
Shame.
There's a few still coming in, but most of them are already here. They travelled up well, so we're looking forward to it.
Okay, so obviously the sales start 6 o'clock sharp on Saturday. So we've got the races out at Turfentine. Straight after the races, we'll be going over and presenting ourselves out at Empress Palace and starting it.
And off we'll go.
And off we'll go. I also believe that Variety Club's video will be shown at Empress Palace on the Thursday. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, I do believe that there is going to be a Variety Club the video screening on the Thursday.
Okay, so we're looking forward to seeing that as well. Obviously, Variety Club, one of the world's highest rated horses from last year. Just looking forward and looking towards next year. I know it's still very early days and you're going to have to suss out how the sale goes. But are you looking to keep it as a select yearling sale and focus more on quality than quantity?
I think definitely, Julie. You know, you always have to look at how things go. But when we first came up with the idea of having this sale, the main reason behind it was for quality. And that's what we've achieved with this catalogue in our belief. And we're going to concentrate on that. And that's been one of the things that CTS has always wanted to do from the very beginning, is to concentrate on quality horses on a quality platform to give everybody the best chance.
Adrian, thank you very much for your time. I know you're going to be a very busy man over the next couple of days, of course, especially on Saturday when the sale takes place. So we look forward to seeing you there. And of course, we will be mainstreaming and live streaming once again.
Yes, definitely. So I look forward to seeing you there throughout the week. And thank you very much, Julie.
Thank you. Thanks to Adrian Todd, CEO of the CTS Yearling Sales. We'll be back right after the break with John Koster, breeder of Klavervlei Stud.
Louis the King and 200 God. So number 14, All a Secret, is victorious. Well Witcher.
And for the lads won it.
Shay takes the lead. Shay wins the Elgos.
Welcome back to Breeding to Win, and as we mentioned, with us at the moment is John Koster, breeder of Klavervlei stud, champion breeders who have over 21 of their own yearlings on the Empress Palace Select Yearling Sale this year, and will be representing 6 other yearlings as agent. John, very good evening to you. A warm welcome to Breeding to Win. I know Grant Knowles always gets the pleasure of chatting to you out at Klavervlei stud. I unfortunately don't, so great to have you in the studio with me.
Thanks, Jules. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, just tell us a little bit about your draft coming up, but in fact, just before we go on to that, I mean, it's almost a quarter of the sale that is represented by Klavervlei stud, so you guys hold a very strong hand in this catalogue.
Yeah, we do, Jules. You know, we have a big string on the Book 1 sale. And it's fantastic for us to have this opportunity to sell the later maturing horses, you know, the quality horses that we have that just aren't quite ready for Book 1. So, yeah, we have a big draft.
Okay, now quality horses, when I was chatting to Adrian, I said that's what this catalogue is all about. And I know when I saw a couple of your lots that we will be chatting about throughout the show, beautiful specimens. I mean, when you look at the pedigrees behind it, you're going, wow. I mean, you don't really see this too often in South Africa, so we're quite privileged with the sale. I want to touch on Captain Al before we move on to a couple of the yearlings, because he's been an outstanding stallion for you. He keeps producing those graded race winners, and he just seems to be getting better with age.
Well, he is, you know. Every now and then you always question yourself about a stallion as he gets into the latter years of his life. But this horse is just absolutely phenomenal. You know, he has a 74% winners to starters. In other words, 3 of every 4 of his runners are winners. It's phenomenal, and 8.1% stakes winners. And if you look 2 weeks ago, the weekend that he had where Captain America won the Group 1 and Carry On Alice and Red Carpet Captain won the 2 Group 3s. One was a juvenile, one was a filly that sprinted, and then Captain of All the next day at Scottsville broke the course record. You know, he covers all the bases, and the great thing about Captain Al is that he's perfectly suited to these 2 $500,000 races. He gets them to sprint, he gets good milers, good fillies, good colts. And as I said, 3 out of every 4 win. You've got to go for a Captain Al.
You got a tear in your eye. I can actually see you get quite emotional when you talk about him. 6 times champion sire of 2-year-olds, but as you just mentioned, it's not only about the 2-year-olds, because they actually train on and they continue reproducing. The likes of Carry On Alice, who won as a juvenile. She won a graded race as a juvenile, who continues to win as she matures. Captain America, as he's maturing, he's winning his graded races. So they don't stop. You've got 11 Captain Als on the sale, of which Klavervlei have 9. So you're producing the Captain Als on the sale, and you're showing them off in good style.
Absolutely, Jules. You know, being our flagship sire, he obviously enjoys an enormous amount of support from our better quality mares. It's only right. He's proved himself. He's got nothing else to prove. And he's proved it in the sales ring as well. And you're 100% correct. He breeds good fillies, good colts, juveniles, 3-year-olds. He goes on to win the Met with horses like Hill 54. So he is the complete stallion.
He is. He's the package.
And they're tough as nails.
Okay, let's chat about your draft, because like I said, a quarter of this catalogue is Klavervlei stud. So what can we look forward to?
Well, what we find extremely exciting is that we're very, very fortunate that we have 3 partners who love their racing in Bernard, Chris and Marcus. And, you know, when their fillies come back to stud, Klavervlei gets the opportunity to purchase these fillies. And in this specific draft, there's 5 young fillies that arrived in the same year that have got their first progeny on the sale. Captivating Party, she's a 4-time winner with Sean Terry by National Assembly, a full sister to National Colour. And National Colour, standing at Arrowfield Stud, last year produced a Reduced Choice yearling that went for $800,000. And this year, $675,000. Both those fillies bought by Shadwell, and both to be trained by Mike de Kock. So that's extremely exciting to have her full sister at stud in South Africa. Then we have Generous Anna, who won 3 races for Charlie Laird. Group 1 placed. She has a Philanthropist filly on sale. We have Hollywood Boulevard's first foal on sale by Trippy. And as you know, Hollywood Boulevard raced for Marcus, and with Charles Laird, she actually beat the mighty Igugu in the Ready to Run Stakes sales race. She won 2 Group 3s herself and was placed in the Group 1. Then we have a first foal out of Trinity House by Captain L, half sister Verse and Gedricks. She won 2 Group 3s and was placed second in the Fillies Guineas. And she has a Philanthropist filly at foot. And then we have a filly out of Give Me 5, who won the Alan Robertson Group 1 for Sean Terry. So to have her first foal on the sale as well is extremely exciting for us.
And then, of course, you've got the likes of Lot 103, this daughter of Silvano, who's a half-sister to J. Peg, who's a stallion.
Well, it's amazing. Our policy is to sell everything at Clawflay. Everything goes through the ring because we have partners, and each partner deserves his own right to purchase whatever he likes from the stud. But Laptop Lady is 19 years old now. We're not sure how many more foals she's going to have. She has a colt foal at foot by Dynasty, but this could be the last opportunity to buy a filly out of this great mare. And being by Silvana, one of the great stallions of South Africa and indeed the world. I think 2 years ago, Silvana equaled Galileo in having the most amount of Group 1 winners in a single racing year. Sure. And she's a gorgeous filly. She's big, she's scopy, great walking filly. So good opportunity not only for buyers but for breeders as well.
Lot 34, it's another filly. It's a daughter of Trippy out of a Ridout's Choice mare, Thin Red Line. Now, John, Ridout's Choice needs no introduction to the South African racing fraternity at the moment, especially after yesterday's scintillating performance by Majmu, because she's by Ridout's Choice. Now, as a stallion, he's proven himself, and I do believe he's going to make it as a broodmare stallion.
Well, absolutely, Jules. I mean, Majmu was just sublime, wasn't she? It's such a privilege to go to races and to see horses of this class and quality, and it's fantastic also to see Shadwell doing so well. They've supported South African racing so much. But coming back to Ridout's Choice, John Massara, he's an absolute master when it comes to choosing stallions, and this stallion has been a revelation for Arrowfield. And to have Ridout's Choice fillies at stud is a huge privilege for us. And this particular filly is absolutely gorgeous. She's quality. She's also a great walking filly, and I think a really good opportunity for somebody to get into Ridout's Choice.
Lot 67, you're acting as agent, beautifully named Counting Stars, half-brother to Vodacom Durban July winner and multiple Grade 1 winner, Big City Life. That's the pedigree we're talking about. I mean, this is a son of VAR out of the Goldmark Dam Dollar Crisis. So, impeccable. Yeah,
very, very special to be able to sell this horse as an agent. He's a big, tall colt. He's got a lot of quality, very, very athletic horse. And of course, Big City Life needs no introduction. This is just pure quality, and it's great to have a horse of this caliber on the sale.
I have to be honest, one of the most exciting lots for me, and it's because it's very close to my heart, is Lot 58. A daughter of Captain L out of the Spectrum mare Cordial Report. Now, Cordial Report was a half-sister, obviously, to Warm White Knight. She's the progeny of Thousand Knights, who I was very close to growing up into racing. I think I just started my racing career when we trained Thousand Knights. She won her first 5 in a row, and then unfortunately chipped, and she had to have 1 or 2 ops, and then came back and won another 3. But what she's produced as a broodmare, and it's her progeny that just keeps producing the likes of Warm White Knight. This pedigree is unbelievable.
It's a fantastic pedigree. Spectrum is a fantastic broodmare sire. Thousand Knights by Favros, fantastic broodmare sire. And you'll notice that her daughters are also producing now. What a lady, no slouch on the track. Lawrence Verners has got a fantastic filly there. But the fantastic part about this pedigree is that Warm White Knights is proving to be a bit of a revelation. He's already had 6 winners as a juvenile sire. And I think he's had 3 other placed horses. He is the talking horse, no doubt. Wherever we go, and Grant does a lot of stable visits, most of the trainers that have got warm white nights are speaking very, very highly of them. And again, he has an opportunity to get into this family through Captain L, a daughter of Captain L. And Captain L, as you know, is a brood Messiah, has already produced 2 Group 1 winners. So everything fits together here. Brood Messiah, fantastic sire of fillies, fantastic dam who's produced 2 Group 1 winners in Warm White Night and Highland Night. And just a brilliant opportunity for buyers and all breeders alike.
I think we're in for an exciting sale. You must be extremely excited with the draft that you're presenting on Saturday. So we're not going to take up too much more of your time, John. But before I say goodbye to you, it wouldn't be fitting if I didn't ask you how it feels to have Variety Club join your string of stallions very shortly. It must be, I mean, he's rated the 3rd world's highest racehorse in the world, I mean, in 2014. And now he's going to be standing at Klavervlei Stud.
Yeah, I know, it's an absolute dream, Jules, you know, apart from being a privilege and an honor. Just to be able to look out of my office window every day and see this magnificent horse in the paddocks in front of the stallion complex is just, I mean, you have to just, you know, it's almost unbelievable. Because as you know, there was a lot of interest from around the world for him. But anyway, the bookings are coming in. He's just about fully booked. And if I look at the mares that have been nominated to go to the stallion, and then adding our 30-odd mares that we plan to send to him, I think he's probably going to be one of the first season sires in South Africa that's going to get the greatest quality booking of mares. I mean, I already know about 6 or 7 American mares that are going to him. So very, very exciting. This time next year, you know, we'll know what his foals look like, and then the next step after that is sending them to the sales, and the next step after that is watching them run. So for the whole of South Africa, I think it's massively exciting, not just for Klavervlei.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to seeing his progeny come out onto the track. But thanks to you for your time, John. We'll see you out and about at the sales during the week, and we wish you all the best with the sale.
Thanks, Jules, and we welcome everybody to come around. We'll be our usual selves there, and hopefully there'll be a bit of social in the evenings after the viewing the yearlings, and everybody's welcome.
Thank you, John. And of course, with Grant Knowles being out at the sales over the Saturday and during the week, there'll be lots of socialising happening out at Klavervlei Draft. Right, we're going to take another short break and be back with Hassan Adams about his draft coming up for the sale. Well, it's time now to join Hassan Adams on the line to take us through his selections from Nadison Park. Of course, they're running as Himmel and Ada as their agent. And Hassan, great to have you with us on the line once again on the Breeding to Win show.
Hi, Julie. Thank you very much, and good morning to your viewers. But travel really just got back from Oz, spent a fortune there, but you know what, that's what life is all about, buying the best.
Well, you can see from the crop that you're presenting on this Emperor's Palace Select Yearling Sales that you've got no shortage of quality, Hassan, because I think in total you've got 8 yearlings, 5 of which are fully imported.
Look, I must be very honest with you. You can't buy these horses in Australia. I've just come back from the Easter sale, and if you look at horses like Fastnet Rock, I mean, Fastnet Rock, the average for Fastnet Rock was, nearly 5 million rand. Now, I mean, 5 million rand per horse, and we have, we are able to put these horses on the sale here. Sebring, I mean, if you look at Sebring, you can't buy him now because I don't know if you saw the results yesterday. One of his progeny called Criterion won the Queen Elizabeth Stakes, a Group 1 race in Sydney at Randwick. So, I mean, we are very lucky to have these horses on a sale like the one, the Empress Palace Select Yearling Sale. Now, I think, you've got to compliment CTS for putting up these sales because that encourages us to buy the best and put the best on the sale. And quite frankly, it deserves these type of horses. I don't know if you agree or disagree with me, but, for us to have this quality of horses on the sale is just unbelievable. I mean, I know that there are Aussies, and you saw what happened yesterday in South Africa. I was just watching the replays. The Dutch Choice, 2 winners, and, every week you just see them coming in. I mean, March Move is one of those fillies that just astounds us. And that's the other thing I'd like to talk to you about at the end of the show, to tell you about my little surprise, that I'm bringing in, which is quite exciting,
Hassan, I just wanted to ask you about the first foal that you've got on the sale because it is a local bred, and that's out of the mare Dance with Owl. Now, she was a multiple grade 1 winner. That's lot 89 on the sale. Nice yearling.
Yeah, she's a magnificent looking filly. What you'll see there is all speed. And I think that the mating with Bar was a suggestion by Pippa that Bar does exceptionally well with Captain L fillies. And, she was my favorite mare, I mean, I won quite a lot of races with her. She was Group 1 placed so many times. She was 3rd twice in the Garden Province. She beat the boys, here in Cape Town over 1,200 in a Group 2. And so she was a serious mare, or filly, that is.
Well, Hassan, we're looking forward to seeing you out at the sales. Will we see you at Empress Palace on Saturday night?
Yeah, but Julie, before you go, just give me a minute. I want to, just break the news. As I said last time, I'm going to break the news with you.
Yes.
I'm bringing in a stallion, which I bought from Sheikh Mohammed, called Time Thief.
Ooh,
He's
very
the most
nice.
amazing pedigreed horse that you've ever seen. He's by Reduced Choice, which is the first time we have a Reduced Choice in this country.
Sure.
And he's out of the mare called Procrastinate, hence the name Time Thief. And Procrastinate, as you know, is the dam of Laser Fair, champion, 5-time winning Group 1 mare in South Africa. Time for Julia, his full brother, Group 1 and Group 3, and I can go on forever. But he's just an amazing horse. And the amazing news is that when I bought him, in Australia they get very impatient. This is his 2nd year. His first year he had, I think, 5 juvenile winners. And Sheikh Mohammed said he must go,
Sure.
So I bought him, and immediately after I bought him, the winners just started to roll him. He's now had a total of 30 wins in 3-year-olds he's had 25 wins. And guess what? One of his horses won the Canberra Guineas, and it was just sold to Hong Kong for $1 million, which is 10 million rand.
Unbelievable.
So we're very lucky to have a horse like that. It's going to stand in Hemel and Arde at my farm, probably with David. But I'm still negotiating with other people on where we should be standing the horse. But for all intents and purposes, he's on a flight back to South Africa, and we've actually achieved this huge coup in having a great son of the Dutch Choice. And as you are aware, the Dutch Choice is firing all over the world. At the sales, he broke the record on last week by a son of the Dutch Choice, also Schnitzel, having a yearling which Sheikh Khalifa bought for $2.2 million. That's 22 million rand. So we're very lucky to have a horse like this in South Africa.
We look forward to seeing him out in South Africa Hassan, thank you very much for
And
your
I kept
time.
my promise, Julie. You're the first one to know
Thank
about
you.
it publicly.
Well, I was waiting because I never saw you out in Cape Town for the sales.
Yeah,
and
I've
then
been traveling a lot, and it's been a very exciting year for me thus far.
thank you very much, and I appreciate that. Thanks to Hassan Adams for joining us on the Breeding to Win team. And of course, over and above the 8 yearlings that Himmel and Ada will be representing Nasdison Park with, they've also got their own 5 select yearlings that they will be representing out at Empress Palace on Saturday.
All in all, I think I've got a very nice draft. I think something for everybody, but very happy with my draft. Lot 27 is a trippy filly out of a mare called Storm's Empress. She's actually named Return to Power. The dam is a half-sister to the Great Pocket Power and River Jetes. This is her third foal. It's a very nice filly, very racy filly. Being by trippy should have a fair amount of interest. Lot 56 is also a trippy filly. This is out of the mare Cockney Queen, who's a half-sister to Red Drake and Desert Cheek. This filly is bred on the same lines as Desert Cheek, who won 6 races. This is a magnificent filly, really athletic, scopy, very nice temperament. It's a lovely filly. Lot 64, who is a colt by a philanthropist out of the mare Demanding Damsel. Demanding Damsel being the mare, the dam that produced Demanding Lady, who won 5 races with numerous group placings. This is a very nice colt, well balanced colt, strong, medium size, but looks classy. Got 92, which is a Give Me the Green Light filly out of a Danehill Dancer mare, Yellow Fire. Yellow Fire herself won 6 races. She hasn't had a runner yet. It's a very nice, strong filly, and Danehill Dancer is proving to be a very good broodmare sire overseas. And Give Me the Green Lights have been very well received at the sales so far this year.
Turf Carriers is a family-run business owned by Mark and Dorrie Sham and their 3 sons, Michael, Matthew and Marcus. New Turf Carriers has been in long-distance transport since 1995 and pride themselves in excellent service, punctuality and loyalty to their clients. Every single stud farm and every single sale to every single racecourse, New Turf Carriers pride themselves in delivering your horse safely. The welfare of your horse is paramount, and it is to this end that we have our own midway stop between Johannesburg and Cape Town. This is situated at Colesberg, where we have a stabling facility for 60 horses, so that the horses on long trips can get off and have a rest during their journey. The bottom line is, New Turf Carriers take your horse from door to door with pride, passion and punctuality.
We believe in excellence. We believe that if you're going to do something, you do it to your best ability. We aim to make Balmoral #1 in the Southern Hemisphere, not just South Africa.
Well, Highlands Farm Stud has 20 yearlings on the sale, 6 of which are from twice Equus outstanding sire dynasty. Let's take a look.
Highlands Farm Stud is located in the fertile lime-rich Robertson Valley, the heart of South African thoroughbred breeding industry. Highlands produces some of the best racehorses in South Africa. Let's take a look at 12 of their select yearlings for the Empress Palace April sale. Lot 11, an unnamed bay filly by Dynasty. She's well made, covers ground and a neat filly. She's out of the Zimbabwean mare Rossini. This is her first foal. Lot 13, Pretty Wendy, a bay filly by Dynasty out of Scent of Pine. She's very racy, plenty of scope, a lovely filly. Lot 28, Choir of Angels by the freshman sire Pathfork out of Super Singer. This well-made bay colt covers ground, he's a good mover. Lot 33, Rights of Man, is a very neat, well-balanced colt by Philanthropist. He's a good walker out of the mare, the Graceful Saint. Lot 47, Imperial Past, a lovely, well-grown individual by Great Britain out of Brilliant Beryl. Lot 57, an unnamed bay colt by New Approach out of Come Sunday. This is a strong, well-made individual. Lot number 66, Hot Toddy, a well-grown superb filly by Dynasty out of Distance Done. Lot 74, Proud Dynasty. This colt by Dynasty is a tall, rangy, racy type out of the mare Even Money. Lot 81, the Stag King, is a well-made, strong bay colt by Great Britain out of Forest Fawn. Lot 82, War of Roses, a bay filly by Var out of 4 Rosalind, mare of 4 foals to race, all winners. She's very well made, a scopy individual. Lot 83, Honourable Way, by Pathfork out of Fragrant Filly. This bay colt is a good mover, a superb colt. Lot 116 is unnamed. She is a tall, racy type filly by Pathfork out of Lady Bluff. Come and view the Highlands Farm Stud draft for the Empress Palace Select Yearling Sale at Stable Blocks A and B at Empress Palace from Tuesday, the 14th of April.
Well, we're going to take a look at some of our freshman sires that are represented out on the select yearling sales at Empress Palace on the 18th of April. One of them being Irish champion 2-year-old Pathfork. He does stand at Highlands Stud.
Pathfork was undefeated at 2 years in Ireland to become the highest rated 2-year-old in Ireland in 2010. And with an official Timeform rating of 120, he was one of the top 5 rated 2-year-olds of his year in the world. He broke his maiden in July by 4 lengths, easing up over 7 furlongs. His second start in August took him to the Group 2 Galileo Futurity Stakes, which he won by 1.5 lengths, also over 1,400 metres on firm ground.
And Pathfork from Glornamara, a break then to High Ruler and Samuel Morse. But Pathfork is digging deep for Franberry, and Pathfork will make it 2 out of 2, wins the Galileo Futurity.
He went back to the Curragh a month later, with yet another step up in class to win the Group 1 Vincent O'Brien National Stakes, despite the race being run on ground unsuited to his smooth ground-saving action.
Pat Falk and Fran Berry, Casamento on the near side, Declan McDonough, they're inside the last 100 yards. Pat Falk is 3/4 of a length to spare. He's going to keep his unbeaten record. Pat Falk and Fran Berry win it for Jessica Harrington.
Timeform said he won in the style of a horse who has plenty of improvement still in him, leading on the bridle over a furlong out and in no danger afterwards to win from Sheikh Mohammed's Glor Namara. Here, he again took on an illustrious field, which included Zoffany and Casamento. He was crowned Irish champion 2-year-old, undefeated in his 3 starts at 2 years. Standing 16.1 hands high, Pathfork is a classy, big, strong, attractive stallion and a very smart mover. A respected Irish horseman said of his movement, "It's enough to send shivers up your spine. He moves like a leopard." The team that acquired Pathfork said they had been searching for a stallion of his pedigree and racing class for a very long time. Syndicate manager John Freeman said of Pathfork, "He is the sort of horse you dream about buying. And suddenly, you are in the right place at the right time with the right connections, and you get lucky enough to be able to get the right team together to buy him." The whole deal fell into place overnight, and we were able to beat rival bidders at the post, said Freeman, who also syndicated and manages Dynasty at Highland Stud Farm. Jessica Harrington, during an interview with John, heaped praise on her former champion. She got him as an early 2-year-old and said that he was a very straightforward horse right from the start and just got on with his business. His class was evident from the first time we worked him. A very easy mover, always 100% sound, and the most beautiful walker, magnificently conformed. Wonderfully relaxed horse, even a child could ride him. Pathfork is the first son of champion sire Distorted Humour to come to SA, and he hails from one of the top Niarchos families, known for precocity and soundness. Distorted Humour is the sire of 16 Grade 1 winners and over 125 stakes winners globally. His dam, Visions of Clarity, is a stakes-winning 3-part sister to Spinning World, top-rated 3-year-old miler in Ireland in 1996, champion older miler in Europe in 1997. He won 8 races from 2 to 4 years, including 4 Group 1 races. From just 545 live foals, he has sired an incredible 41 individual stakes winners, including 8 Group 1 winners and an impressive 64.5% winners to runners. All of Pathfork's first 3 dams are stakes winners, and 2 of them have Group 1 form of their own. All of the first 3 dams have produced a Group 1 winner and/or a champion. Pathfork hails from the same family as champion sires Nijinsky II, Northern Guest, El Gran Signor, Try My Best, Redoubt's Choice, and The Minstrel, to name but a few. His pedigree is rated A++ by Trunix.
Breeders are raving about his first yearlings that will be on sale in 2015.
He stands at Highland Stud Farm and is managed by John Freeman.
Well, the good-looking son of More Than Ready, Gimme the Green Light, stands at Phosphantine Stud and is the only horse to have beaten dual Horse of the Year winner Variety Club twice.
And Give Me the Green Light gets up closer to win it.
But Give Me the Green Light simply does not have any faults.
Give Me the Green Light is fled to the boards, but will stay on and win it from Depadu.
Give Me the Green Light, now gearing down to victory.
And Give Me the Green Light going to win by 3 lengths.
Give Me the Green Light is storming out in the centre, and Give Me the Green Light gets up to beat Variety Club.
Gimme the Green Light is a high-class sprinter miler with a regal pedigree and movie star looks. He was the highest-rated 3-year-old in South Africa in 2012. Gimme the Green Light won his first 4 starts as a 2-year-old, including the Somerset Plate, and was Grade 1 placed in both of his other starts at 2.
And Give Me the Green Light gets up closer to win it
but with 100 metres left to go, it's all give me the green light. Now gearing down to victory.
Variety Club, the green cap is still right there. Give me the green light in front though and staying on well. Depardieu's now cutting back a deficit over towards the inside. Give me the green light is flat to the boards but will stay on and win it from Depardieu.
And it's Give Me the Green Light, Sidestep and Rio Carnival, but Give Me the Green Light simply does not have any faults.
Gimme the Green Light is the first 3-year-old to win the Grade 1 Romaral Queen's Plate in 40 years.
Give me the green light is now coming to make a race of it. Variety Club is running on empty. Give me the green light.
Gimme the Green Light is the only horse to beat South Africa's globe-trotting star and dual Horse of the Year, Variety Club, twice. He is the highest rated 3-year-old to place in the J&B Met, where he finished an impressive third, only a length behind Igugu. His sire, More Than Ready, has produced more than 100 stakes winners worldwide, including 13 international champions and 3 champion 2-year-olds. He has been champion sire of 2-year-olds in Australia twice. He has sired 3 Grade 1 Breeders' Cup winners, including Pluck, who was out of a Fort Wood mare bred in South Africa. Pluck is now at stud in Australia. More Than Ready is a respected sire of sires. It is rare for any mare to produce a Group 1 winner. Gimme the Green Light's dam, Yes She Can, produced 2 of them and stamped herself as one of the most important mares in the Australian stud book. His first foals, born in 2013, have received rave reviews from seasoned professionals who claim they are the best they have ever seen. Gimme the Green Light stands at Fastfontein Stud Farm and is the property of a syndicate managed by John Freeman.
Well, the impeccably bred son of Chris S., philanthropist, stands in the heart of the Cape on the Rupert's farm, Drakenstein Stud.
Drakenstein, Klavervlei Stud, Highland Stud Farm, and the leading breeders in South Africa joined forces to acquire the Canadian champion classic sire Philanthropist. American stallion analyst and statistical guru Bill Oppenheim said that Philanthropist is a real standout sire and a huge gain for South Africa. As at June 2014, Philanthropist is ranked 13th amongst the sires in the Northern Hemisphere in a list headed by Warfront and Galileo. He is only marginally behind Dynaformer, Monjou, Dubawi, and stands ahead of champion sires Smart Strike, Giant's Causeway, Tappet, Oasis Dream, Bernardini, and many of the world's other top sires. Philanthropist's first 2 crops in Canada produced 6 individual stakes winners from just 51 foals. This world-class 11.7 ratio of stakes winners to foals is well above the international 10% benchmark for champion sires. Philanthropist's first crop of just 26 foals included 2 champions. The $1 Million Classic winner Pender Harbour, who won 2 legs of the Canadian Triple Crown, the Breeders' Stakes and Prince of Wales Stakes. Pender Harbour was listed among the 10 highest ratings in North America, and the 2013 Sovereign Award for champion sprinter Phil's Dream. Having won the Grade 1 Nearctic Stakes in fine fashion last season, his 2013 sprint champion son, Phil's Dream, became Brisnet's 3rd top-rated sprinter and 4th top-rated horse overall in North America after his 2014 Ontario Jockey Club Stakes victory. And Philanthropist's incredible strike rate with stakes winners didn't stop with his first 2 crops. He has upped his game even further now, with 97 runners, which include his current 2-year-olds. He now has 58 winners out of 161 races, and 13.6% stakes horses who have earned him over $10 million. His current crop of 2-year-olds this season include the stakes-winning filly FBI, who won the Nandi Stakes in a canter at Woodbine on Sunday the 3rd of August.
And after a thorough investigation, trainer Bob Tiller's fingerprints are all over the Nandi winner, FBI.
Philanthropist was a smart racehorse and a consistent performer. He won 6 races and put his name in highlights, beating Jockey Club Gold Cup winner Evening Attire. Philanthropist is a son of Chris S., one of Roberto's finest sire sons, and one of the best stallions to stand in North America in the past 2 decades. Chris S. sired 5 Breeders' Cup winners, as well as Epsom Derby winner Chris Kinn. Chris S.'s fame also lives on as broodmare sire of the legendary Zenyatta, and he is also the sire of Arch. The Roberta male line is well known in South Africa through his incredible son Al Mufti and his superb sire sons Captain Al and Victory Moon. Of further interest to South African breeders is that one of Philanthropist's champion sons, Phil's Dream, is out of a mare by Key Danzig's full brother Emperor Jones. They are sons of Danzig, the sire of National Assembly. National Assembly and Philanthropist share the same dam line, which presents us with incredible opportunities. Philanthropist's dam, Hidden Reserve, was a high-class 2-year-old and produced the Grade 1 performer Defer. She is a daughter of international multiple champion sire Mr. Prospector, who has topped the international broodmare sires list 9 times. Philanthropist's second dam, Pure Profit, is a well-known blue hen and daughter of major X-Factor broodmare sire Key to the Mint, and she produced 2 Grade 1 winners, the champion Inside Information and the champion American filly Smuggler. This is the family that produced the great sires What a Pleasure, Sovereign Dancer, and National Assembly. One of South Africa's top sires of the past 20 years, grandsire of the 2013 Equus International Horse of the Year, Shay Shay, and the sire of Soft Falling Rain, jointly rated 3rd highest sprinters in the world in 2013. Philanthropist is one of a handful of stallions who have it all: pedigree, racetrack performance, and most importantly, success at stud. He represents a rare opportunity for breeders in South Africa to use a big, strong, scopy stallion, free of the all-prevailing Northern Dancer blood. His first yearlings will be on sale in 2015. He stands at Drakenstein Stud Farm and is managed by John Freeman.
Gavel House is the leading website for trading horses online. Selling your racehorse, mare or even a share in a yearling is so easy on Gavel House. You can browse our sires directory to match the best mating for your mare, with text description, videos and up-to-date sires reports. Gavelhouse.com is the best way to sell your horse. We reach places others can't, where buyers and sellers deal direct and pay no commission. Go to gavelhouse.com.
Well, the first of the two horses being offered by Gavel House this evening is a Greater Power. Was offered last week and there are still shares available. They're doing a syndication for the son of National Emblem. He's a 2013 colt and 40,000 Rand per 10% share. Now, he's a big, strong, good-looking colt. He's currently being broken in and showing a lovely action in the ring. From a family rich in black type, he's a half-brother to Grade 1 gold medallion winner Potent Power. If you're interested in obtaining a 10% share or more in a Greater Power, contact Doug Campbell. The other is an unnamed yearling by Tiger Ridge, 2013 colt for 80,000 Rand. A quality colt out of a Fort Wood mare, full brother to Tiger's Retreat, who won the Victory Moon Stakes Grade 2. And a half-brother to River Lodge, who won the Clarewood Easter Handicap. The Dam won 4 races and ran third in the LA France Handicap, and the Dam is a full sister to champion stayer Saddlewood, from the family of Grade 1 winners Fort Defiance and Bold Thatch. If you're interested in the yearling and it's only going for 80,000, contact Hendrik Winterbach Jr. from Winterbach Stud. Once again, thanks to all our guests for joining us on the Breeding to Win show. We look forward to seeing you out at Emperor's Palace viewing the horses from tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning until obviously right up until sales time. The first lot being sold at 6 o'clock on Saturday, the 18th of April, and it'll all take place out at the Doriel Grand Hotel at Emperor's Palace. From myself, Julia Alexander, we look forward to seeing you out at the sales and the Breeding to Win team. Good night.